Well, often the rest is, to a large degree, Chenin Blanc. It's cheaper and it tastes good. That's a good combination, huh? But it is robbing California somewhat of its potential with that grape variety. There are now a few small brands who are working on that, but it's still, you know, very underground in Los Angeles. Gamay is very different. However, 60% of the world's Gamay, that's just shy of 20,000 hectares, is Beaujolais. Yeah? The interesting thing here is the switch away from Beaujolais Nouveau and towards the Beaujolais Cru. So if we turn the clock back to the turn of the century, Beaujolais Cru was about 1/4 of the production of the region. Today, it's pushing over 40% in the direction of 50. Now that is a very major change. Yeah? That's one of those trends which has been under the surface and has been bubbling up to the surface the last year or two. Yeah? And I was recently there with James Suckling, and that was a very fascinating and totally impressive couple of days tasting. On the last evening, we went to Lyon for dinner in a bouchon, you know, in a traditional wine bar there, and they had our highest rated wine on the list for 38 euros a bottle. For 97-point wine, for 38 euros a bottle. That strikes me as pretty cool. It also tasted damn good that evening.
Which one was
it? Have a look at the website.
Your website?
No, www.jamessuckling.com. Go to the Beaujolais report. If you're not a member, you can't get to the scores and can't get to the scores in the tasting notes, but the one at the top is the highest rated wine. Yeah? And there's only one with 97 points. So it's just the one at the top. Some problems are easy to solve.
What I love is the food-friendly nature on this one. It really, the low tannins, the good flavors, it's got a beautiful freshness, and obviously the freshness was, in a sense, its own demise for a long time because it was treated as, maligned as just sort of a pretty face. But the comeback is really fantastic. Same idea as Chenin. When you actually take it seriously, it takes itself seriously, and you end up with a really, really beautiful alternative to Pinot Noir. As Stuart was saying, it was originally in Burgundy, it played a much bigger role, and then in the 1300s, the dude came through and said, no, we're gonna push this to the outer reaches, and it was more or less forgotten or kept on the sidelines, and it took the so-called Gang of Four group of winemakers came back and sort of looked at the winemaking approach of their fathers and their forefathers and said, you know what, I want to reclaim this grape. This grape is what we have. It's something that I'm proud of, and I want to make it. I want to make something happen, which I think they've been able to do, and I think it's a grape that you can watch and see what's going to happen. It fits the way that people are tasting today. It fits what people are looking for, and there's a lot that can be done with it from the different winemaking styles.
So Henri Fessy is a winery owned by Louis Latour. We wanted to show you with this grape variety also something that did not come from a tiny producer whose wines are unavailable anywhere that you or I would want to buy them. Yeah? And Louis Latour took the decision some years ago to take this small brand and build it up with focusing really totally on the Cru and on Beaujolais Village.